Chat, we have an update. Staying in a room with a bunch of strangers. I'm gonna try to sneak you in.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, we got it.
This is gonna be challenging, but let's see what we can do and let's see how fast we can do it. Hi. I just got back from Amsterdam less than 12 hours ago, and that trip was insane. Granted, this was actually a work trip. I did take 5 days of vacation beforehand. So I went to Amsterdam, spent 5 days there, just going out, having a blast, hanging out with strangers, doing my own thing. And then I took the train to Leiden, which is a town in the south of the Netherlands. I was there for a week for work. I did not get nearly as much content as I did during my vacation week, but there's plenty of science content I can share. So now I just want to get my life together. It's a Sunday after I came home from Amsterdam, and any other time in my life, I would fully rot today. Like, not get up from the couch, not do anything. I'm trying really hard to keep my motivation going. As some of you know, this has been probably the hardest year I've ever had so far. It's been definitely up there as one of the worst, and I just want things to get better. So anytime I have like an inkling of feeling good, I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna make a to-do list. We're gonna do some things together. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself with tasks today because I think I'm gonna crash eventually from jet lag and also just anxiety. I figured it would be fun if we got ready together and then took it from there. I want to try a few products I got in the mail as PR while I was gone. I've never gotten to try PR for YouTube before. The first thing I'm going to put on is the Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum. Oh my gosh. The YouTubers make this look so easy. This has SPF in it, and it's also supposed to correct fine lines, uneven skin tone, and dull skin. I obviously didn't get any sun in the Netherlands. We were actually really lucky to see the sun there as much as we did. It rained a few times, like almost every day, but we got really lucky. Also, I don't know, not everyone knows this, but in the summertime, the sun rises at 5 a.m. and sets at 10 p.m. or later. You have the sun all day long. The sunset is so late. Immediately absorbed it, probably because my skin is so dry right now. But the other product that I wanted to try is IT Cosmetics CC Plus Natural Matte Cream. They originally had this product, but it wasn't a matte version. This is in the color, I think, medium cool. Guessed my shade on a website, so we're gonna find out together how accurate this is. They also sent me a brush, which I'm super excited about because I just like love getting new makeup brushes. This one is a dual-ended brush. It's called the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection Brush. And so I think this side is meant for concealer and this side is meant for all over. I'm especially excited about the concealer side because I don't own a dedicated concealer brush, and I've been wanting one because when I use the Beauty Blender on certain problem spots, it blends it out, which is not what I need at the moment. Okay, so far, not a bad match. Let me start rubbing this in. Oh, wow. I mean, the color matches my face really well. Honestly, I just need to warm it up with like some bronzer and blush, I think. But as far as like a base, it's kind of perfect. I am so glad I just ripped off the band-aid and bought the Canon G7X. I feel like it's awoken this creativity back in me just because I honestly got so tired of filming on my phone. Wait, I love this stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm not even joking, like I don't even think I need concealer, and I've never said that before. Okay, love that. Now I'm going to finish the rest. Done. Okay, feeling good. I think that worked really well with the rest of my makeup. So I got home at like 9 p.m. last night, which was 6 a.m. Amsterdam time. Fell asleep. I've been wearing my conference t-shirt since I got back. So it's time to pick out an outfit. It's 98 degrees today in LA. So I got to dress for that weather, which is completely different than the weather I've been dressing for the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna sit down and make a to-do list and then try to knock out some of these things, hopefully. Or give up and lay on the couch. No, I can't do that. I have to be productive. Okay, we got this. Let's get dressed. Okay, outfit is on. This is what we're going with. Ignore my mess on the floor. Just jorts and a black tank top and a belt and some shoes. And I'm still trying to learn what is going on with this camera focus. So excuse me while I figure it out. I have a hat and I really want to wear it, but I'm like not a hat girly. Like I feel like I look so weird in hats, especially when I put them on like that. But I feel like I have to wear them more often to get used to seeing myself in them so that it's not so weird to me. So maybe when I leave the house today, I'll try to wear a hat. But aside from that, I'll probably throw a jacket on if I go into a store because I'll be blasting the AC. But I think this is the look. Okay, I'm gonna make a to-do list. Now, I just wanna be clear, this is gonna be a very light to-do list. I'm a PhD student in my 5th year, starting my 5th year of my PhD program, and my to-do list is actually like something that I can't even wrap my head around right now. This is more of a just getting me back into the swing of things list. So, number one, the first thing that I absolutely have to do is unpacking and laundry. So the problem with laundry is that I live in an apartment complex where I don't have my own in-unit washer and dryer. It's shared with the whole building. It's a Sunday and that's the day that everybody does laundry. So I'm already worried that I'm gonna pack my stuff up to go down there and it's gonna be full. I feel like that's another reason why I don't film stuff, is because I feel like I do not have a glamorous home. Trying to be better about being vulnerable and knowing that not like the internet isn't real life, and the people whose apartments are constantly on my For You page, not everybody has them. So trying to be vulnerable even though it's hard. But yes, I've got to unpack and sort my laundry. Not something that I would normally prioritize, but my car has never looked worse in my life, and it needs a wash on the outside more than it does on the inside. There's like a layer of pollen this thick, probably thicker at this point, that has been marinating on my car for now months, because before Amsterdam I was in Maryland for 5 weeks and it was sitting outside in the sun here during that time. So car wash is so important today. So I definitely want to cook my dinner tonight. I have been craving this spicy salmon meal that I make that's so easy because I don't cook. It's so good. So I think I have to make a Trader Joe's run, which I'm dreading because it's Sunday. Oh my God, why is this happening? Like, Sunday's such a good day to get your life together, but it's also like, it's just crazy. I honestly need to clean my apartment. I kind of had that looped in with like unpacking, but I really just need to clean my apartment, and that's a whole separate thing. I really need to go through my emails before tomorrow, because tomorrow I really need to spend the day doing actual work. So maybe I'll clean out my email inbox. Again, I don't want to overdo it. I might crash at like 5 p.m. So it's already like 10 a.m. now. Yay, go me. Haven't done anything. No, you know what? We're gonna be positive thinking. I am doing a lot. It's 10 a.m. the morning after I got back from Amsterdam. We can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. I can't think of anything else right now, but I will obviously update you if another task is considered. We're gonna start with the unpacking and the sorting of the laundry. finished my room. So happy. What I'm even happier about is that I got my laundry, both loads, into an open washing machine at 11:20. So it's like a little after 11:30 right now. So I'm sitting here like I'm so tired. Like, why did I think that I could do anything beyond clean and unpack today? Because Amsterdam's 9 hours forward. So my body thinks that it's like 9 p.m. right now. I am trying to push through. I will push through for the vlog, but just know that I'm struggling. So next we have the bathroom, then I'm gonna do the living room, and then I think I'm just gonna go get my car washed and see how I'm feeling. This is as good as we're gonna get right now, which is not bad. My neighbor just started blasting music that I can hear in this bathroom. I just banged on the floor a bunch of times, but my neighbor just started blasting his music. I think I'm just gonna finish up the living room and head to the car wash. I'm heading to the car wash, and I think this is gonna be the last thing I can do today, except for check my email, because it's now 1 o'clock, so it's like 10 p.m. in my brain, and I am so drained. I'm across the street from the car wash, and I actually hate car washes. I am kind of scared of them. They make me feel claustrophobic, so we'll see how this goes. But it has to happen, because I don't even want to film the outside of my car and show you how scary it is. Like, just trust me, it's terrifying. Oh my god, I'm petrified! I hate that I can't see. I don't know how to explain it, but like, I feel like my car is shifting and I can't tell, and I'm gonna run into a wall. Kind of looks like a rave though. Oh my god, I need to play music. This is why I never do this. Pretending like it's fine. Hello? I think we're finally nearing the end. Why is this taking so long? There's just so many instructions. Put the car in neutral. Hands off the wheel. Oh god. See the outside lights now. Hello? Ah! Oh, I hate that. Oh, this is my least favorite part so far. Hated that, hated that, hated that. Come on. Okay, woo! I just got back from the car wash, and as horrible as it was so worth it. It feels so nice to have a clean car. I need to start doing that way more often. I am not gonna make it to Trader Joe's. There's absolutely no chance that I'm going to go there on a Sunday when I'm this tired. So honestly, I just wanna sit and chat for a little bit before I end this vlog. I feel like the whole reason why I wanted to do YouTube is because I love to just like sit down and talk, and I feel like the TikTok video format algorithm isn't really the best for that. I'm struggling a lot with TikTok. I've been struggling for years. I've been pretty vocal about the fact that I've been struggling. I just feel like I really have a hard time making content for TikTok because these videos need to be between like 30 seconds to 2 to 3 minutes, and it's kind of just hard for me to ever fit in what I want in that time period. Whenever I make science videos, there's so much nuance to everything that I say, and you need like extra time to explain things. Otherwise the comments are like, but what about this? What about that? Well, you didn't explain this. I don't know. I could take it and roll with it and just use that as a boost to my algorithm, but at the same time it's just annoying. I'm really struggling. I used to do kind of day in the life videos, but now I feel like I literally just wake up and sit on my computer all day, and I don't know how to make that look glamorous. I don't go to campus anymore because I am really miserable when I'm there. I do go to NASA still, but when I'm not in Maryland, I'm not there. So when I'm home here in LA, I'm just really kind of having a hard time with like making TikTok content, but that's what I want to be able to do. So I'm gonna try again this week, and I'm hoping that like this YouTube is gonna kind of reawaken my creative side that I haven't seen for a while. Ideally, I'd like to do 1 YouTube video a week. We're gonna see how that goes. So far, this has been pretty chill today. I haven't sat down to edit yet. So I think it's gonna be a lot more time consuming than I want to admit right now. I just wanna talk about my trip for a little bit because I just have so much fun when I go to Europe. I usually get sent somewhere in Europe for work once or twice a year. Last year, I got sent to England. Got sent to Exeter, which is a town in the south of England, but I spent 4 days alone in London before I went. And I just love taking solo trips. I've been doing this for probably 6-ish years now, traveling by myself and staying in hostels. Obviously only in like Europe and Hawaii have I done this. I end up just like staying in a room with a bunch of strangers, and I almost always make really good friends and have a blast. I did that last year in London. I've done it before in Spain. I've done it in Hawaii, but I did it this year in Amsterdam because my work sent me to a small town in the Netherlands called Leiden. And so I did 4 nights at a hostel, Wednesday through Sunday. I had a room with 3 other people, bunk beds, the whole 9. We became great friends, and then we ended up meeting up with other people that were staying in other hostels. They were from all over the world. I always meet people from Canada, Australia, New Zealand, London, all kinds of people from everywhere, and they're just always great usually. Solo travelers seem to be like-minded most of the time, and it's just easy to make friends, but I just love it. I love being able to travel on my own schedule, like do whatever I want whenever I want, go with a group when I feel like it, but also just kind of do my own thing whenever I feel like it. I love the freedom, and I always just have a blast. And next year, I think I'm going to Finland for work in September. So now I'm looking into doing a solo trip into like Scandinavia beforehand, like Sweden, Norway, Denmark. Another thing about next year is that I'm graduating next year. I have about exactly a year until my PhD is done. I'm going to defend my thesis sometime next June, I think. It's June 22nd today, June 23rd today, 2024. So I'll be defending in probably June of 2025. I'm freaking out. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do for work after yet. I'm applying for jobs, but it's like this year is really crazy because I have to apply for jobs and defend my thesis, and I'm also trying to get back into content creation because I really want to see what directions I can go from here. But I don't know, I have a lot going on right now, and I don't think I'm prepared for it. I'm thinking I graduate in June and then do like a big European summer trip, but I have to somehow figure out how I'm gonna fund that, so we'll see. Every time I take a solo trip, I'm just rejuvenated. I am happy. I don't want to come home, but being back here, I'm so grateful for the 2 weeks that I just had. And of course the work part, I didn't even talk about it. I attended the Exoplanets 5 conference. It was the 5th conference in a conference series called the Exoplanets Conference Series. It's every 2 years. It's always in a different location. This year it was in Leiden. The next one, which is in 2026, will be in Porto, Portugal, I'm pretty sure. Awesome location. I've never been there, so I'm hoping I'll go to that. But I presented my thesis project. I just did a poster for this conference. It was a really big one. I gave a talk on my work at a astrobiology conference last month. So I'm starting to kind of get out there and present this work, but I also have so much work that I need to do. I'm just kind of stressing. I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of my night clearing out my email inbox and preparing to do a lot of work tomorrow and the rest of this week, and honestly hopefully find time to make some TikTok content or figure out what that's gonna be, because I don't know, it's hard. I feel like making space videos is really tedious and exhausting. Just because it's my career, I still have to like research what I'm going to talk about, and a lot of times I just talk about stuff that isn't directly what I'm doing for my own research. Trying to like script what I'm going to fit into ideally like a minute to a minute and a half video, it takes a lot of time, and it's just, I'd rather do more organic stuff like this where I can just sit down and talk. Like that's where my energy thrives, because I talk to myself literally all the time. And so I'm like, well, why don't I just turn the camera on when I'm talking to myself and make vlogs and make content? Because I've had people ask for it. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and genuinely it took me getting this camera to finally be like, yes, I can do this. It's just amazing. I'm so glad I got the G7X. I've been sitting on this purchase for over a year now, and I finally pulled the trigger, and I'm so glad that I did. It's literally beautiful, but it's hard to not stare at myself in the viewfinder. This was my very first vlog. I apologize if there's little kinks that I need to work out. I'm sure there is. There was one clip that I didn't film in the right, frames per second. I already know that that was a thing, and there was a lot of stopping and restarting when I was realizing things, but I trust that you all will stay with me as I grow through this process of learning how to do this for the first time. I think ultimately I've been putting this off for so long because I don't like not being perfect at something when I first try it. When I try to make videos and I feel like I'm not doing well, or things aren't going right, or I don't have the background that I want or the equipment that I want, I always just give up and I don't post anything. And that's gotten me nowhere, So I feel like I kind of have to just grin and bear it and try to do this, even if it's cringe at first. Hopefully it gets better from here. I do learn quickly. That's one thing I can say. If I'm not proficient to start with, I think I'll figure it out. Oh, one last thing. Another huge reason why I'm making this video is because this girl, Kate, came up to me at the conference, told me she's been following me, and then I inspired her to enter the field of exoplanet research. And I don't think I can even express in words how much it means to me when people say things or come up to me. And she asked for a photo, and I just thought it was the sweetest, heartwarming thing ever. I want to keep being able to do that for people, so even when I don't want to keep going, I gotta keep going. I'm gonna try to keep going. Thank you for your support along the way. Hopefully I see you all in a week on YouTube, but ideally on TikTok in between now and then. Cross your fingers for me. Got this. Bye.